or something that you could store.
I don't know.
A floppy disk?
I've definitely heard of one of those before.
Dude, what?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard, Kevin Wildes.
For the record, Jenna, I also didn't know what that was because I'm 24 years old. Hey, okay. Mike Stanton hit a home run into the bleachers. Big home run. Oh, Giancarlo Stanton. And guess what happened? The fans end up having a little fight over the ball. Here we go. The Braves fan wants to throw it back. The Yankee fan wants to keep it. The kid behind him is like, oh, what are you doing? New rule. New rule. If you're in Wrigley Field, throw the ball back. In any other stadium, there needs to be balls placed on every row of the bleachers, and you get to keep the ball that is hit to you, or give it to a small child, or a medium-sized child, even a large-sized child, and you get a symbolic ball that has been placed there so you can throw out. You keep the ball as a souvenir, and there's a ball there that you can throw out so you can get some camera time. New rule. It will be in place starting in, it's going to be starting in October. Just heard from Manfred. Starting in October. That's going to be
just in time for the playoffs.
Manfred just called me, and that's what he told me.
Yeah, it was good.
Time for drawing a blank. 15, the old IFB, he's on it. 15 days away from the Bucks and Boys opening the season. Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott? Well, yes, according to Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, despite a lot of chatter that Dak might not be fully healthy all season long, Jerry remains uber confident in the health of his quarterback leading up to Game 1. Take a listen.
Where would he have to be in his recovery for you to be nervous about Game 1 and Week 1 and his status and availability?
I wouldn't be nervous this morning as to where he is in his recovery. He's there, and I'd like for him to have this week of practice just to get ready to play Tampa. But, of course, we've got, 2.5 weeks or 2 weeks. But the bottom line is he's there.
Mark Schlereth with us this morning. Stink, Jerry Jones' confidence in Dak's recovery is blank.
Is supreme. He's got supreme confidence in his quarterback's recovery because he has to have supreme confidence in his quarterback's recovery. I have more confidence that Dak is going to be healthy enough to play exceptionally well than I have in Jerry's ability to run a football team. And that's by a long margin. Like, Jerry is a great businessman. As far as running a football team, I don't have any confidence in Jerry Jones because he appoints head coaches, but he doesn't empower head coaches. And that is a recipe for failure. And one of the reasons this is a team that always seems to disappoint when it comes to playoff expectations, Super Bowl expectations, and the like since Jimmy Johnson, our own Jimmy Johnson, went to the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, I have a lot of confidence in Dak. I think Dak is just an unbelievably gifted quarterback. I love his attitude, his mindset, his game, and I think Jerry definitely sees that.
Yeah, but Stink, you say all that about Jerry Jones, but did you see that drone shot to open Hard Knocks last night? Oh, the majesty of the star. Oh, my goodness gracious. Football team might be mediocre, but that drone shot, just hand them the Emmy already. My God, sports media. Before I even get to my take, my friends in the sports media, yes, the drone shot was amazing. We're all kind of... Stink, you're not included in this because even though you're in the media, you were actually an athlete. We're all kind of nerds at heart in sports media. You're allowed to hide it sometimes on social media. All of our colleagues being like, oh my God, my heart is a flutter from the drone shot. Do you know how many takes it took? Oh my goodness. Everybody take a deep breath. It was well done. It's fine. Okay, my answer, however, is Jerry Jones's confidence in Dak Prescott's recovery is forced. Because he has no other options. He knows it's like Ben DiNucci, Cooper Rush. Okay, no. How about we win through our defense? Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, we'll just pound it with Zeke. Oh, don't know about that one. So, yeah, it's forced. He needs Dak to be healthy because that is the only path forward. And he also knows that while they squandered the great advantage of having a starting quarterback, not only on a rookie salary scale, but a fourth-round pick rookie salary scale, he is now more expensive, and this is the cheapest he will ever be. Much like this is the hottest summer we've ever had up to this point in our life, but it's also the coldest summer we'll ever have for the rest of our life. This is the most expensive Dak Prescott's ever been, but it's also the cheapest he will ever be in the future. So they need to take advantage of this moment now, and Dak being unhealthy is something that's just not tenable for Jerry Jones, Kevin Wildes.
I also have some advice for my friends in sports media. Some close friends. You don't always need to have a counter take. You don't. You can just say, wow, that was awesome, and it can be universal. You can get to 100% approval rating. You don't have to have a take ingrained so much in the fabric of your soul that you see an opportunity to say, I could go the other way on this one. Get to scratch my take itch. You don't have to. It can be 100% approval rate. Not talking to anybody specific,
thanks, buddy.
but just putting it out there. Okay. My answer is
Just throwing it out there.
See you in Tampa. See you in Tampa. I am not worried. Dak's not worried. Jerry Jones not worried. Old Kevin Wilde's not going to be worried. And Stink, I'm going to give you a very, very specific over-under. Over-under at 58. That's the most pass attempts Dak has ever had in a game. It was last year against the Browns. I am going to take the over against the Bucs because I think Tom Brady and Bruce Arians and that team is going to be firing it on all cylinders, and Dak is going to have to throw the ball more than he ever has. Over-under is at 58. What do you got, my friend?
Oh, I've got under. I mean, you're going to have to, you have to be able to, with the offensive line that you've assembled and the way you've created your football team, you've got to be able to eliminate some of those things. The other thing about pass protection and offensive coordinators, you can't allow that pass rushing football team with all the great players that Tampa has to tee off on Dak Prescott. You have to slow them down. That's a coordinator's job to slow that down. And I always think about this. If I throw it 30, 35 times, how can I get down through 3-step drops, through 5-step drops without a hitch, through play action, through run action stuff? How can I eliminate those 30 attempts down to about 12? And where we have to hold up as an offensive line, where we have to say, hey, you've got 12 opportunities to rush our quarterback in legitimacy. And if we can't hold up then we stink. And we'll have to get different players. But that's the job of the coordinator. You throw it 58 times, and then Jerry will really be worried about Dak's shoulder because that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, he may have a ton of confidence. I'm sorry, they're going to watch that shoulder for the first couple games of the season. Mark Schlereth, always wonderful having you on. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Please come back.